4 UFS frames, and suspension frames, juice blocks, and even H blocks. Before we were international, before we were even in the X Games, rollerblading started in the streets. There was no cameras. There was no awards. There was no money. At the end of the day, all you had was bragging rights. You and your friends would hang out or whatever, talk the next day about who did what, who got hurt, who bailed, who learned a new trick, who invented a new trick. There was no snap, snap, snap of the cameras, no audiences cheering. It's just the sound of crude skates with sawed-off brakes clanking on metal, gnashing downstairs, tumbling, rolling. We wore huge cannon leg Jinkos. I couldn't afford Jinkos myself, but you know, those big old bubble pants and boneless knee pads. We made skates, our own CDS Detroit sole plates that you had to drill and mount on there. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about, some of you don't. Now that doesn't take anything away from the younger generation, because as cliche as it may sound, you guys are the future. So I'm trying to bring the past to the future. This is where I came up skating. Steep rails. As a matter of fact, if you can see next to this rail, there's a huge ditch that was put there by years of rollerblading. On a side note, back to what I was saying, it was all about glory, balls. We couldn't even afford video cameras. That's all there was. Saying who did what, who had the baddest trick, and who was coming out the next day to show them up. I'm talking hoax 1, hoax 2. I'm talking broken glass on the floor. I'm talking old school. I'm talking about skating, not to be in the magazine, just for the glory. I'm talking about a challenge. Are you ready for Thunder Munkey's challenge? By the way, this is the warm-up spot. Bring the first aid kit.